Car culture used to be everywhere. Friday nights meant cruising down Main Street, parking lots were packed with cars and people talking shop, and every weekend you'd see someone wrenching on their project in the driveway. It was a lifestyle, not just transportation. But look around today and it feels like that world is slipping away. Meets get shut down, younger people don't even bother getting licensed, and half the cars on the road look like some gray appliance. So is car culture really dying, or is it just evolving into something new? Let's break it down. To understand why car culture feels like it's fading, we gotta look at where it peaked. After World War II, cars exploded in popularity. Gas was cheap, highways were expanding, and manufacturers were pumping out affordable, stylish cars. For teenagers in the 50s and 60s, their car wasn't just transportation, it was freedom. It was a way to escape your parents, hang out with your friends, go on dates, or just blast music and cruise around. Then came the muscle car era. Camaros, Mustangs, GTOs, Chargers, horsepower wars filled suburban streets. You didn't need to be rich, a kid working a summer job could buy a V8 that burned rubber. That created identity and community. Fast forward to the 80s and 90s and the tuner scene took over. Imports, turbocharged 4-cylinders, Honda Civics and Toyota Supras. Suddenly car culture wasn't just about raw horsepower, it was about creativity, mods, and individuality. Street racing was dangerous, sure, but it was part of the culture. The Fast and Furious movies, for better or worse, immortalized that era. The point is, car culture thrived because cars were accessible, customizable, and symbolic of freedom. That's the foundation. So what's different now? Let's start with the obvious: money. Cars are just flat out expensive. The average new car in 2024 costs over $47,000 in the US, even used cars are crazy high. Insurance is brutal for young drivers, gas prices fluctuate constantly, and modifying a car, just forget about it. Parts are expensive, labor costs are through the roof, and even simple upgrades can break the bank. Then there's cars themselves. Modern vehicles are way more complicated. Engines are sealed, electronics run everything, and even changing a headlight can require removing half the bumper. Gone are the days where you could spend Saturday with a Haynes manual and socket set in your driveway. Now you need a laptop, specialized tools, and software just to diagnose a check engine light. And don't forget laws and regulations. Street meets are constantly being shut down by police. Noise restrictions, emission tests, and even bans on certain modifications. It all creates a climate where being a car enthusiast feels like breaking the law. Basically, the barriers to enter keep getting higher, and that kills off a lot of potential enthusiasts before they even get started. Money and laws are only part of the story. The bigger piece is culture itself has shifted. Younger generations just don't see cars the same way. In the 70s or 80s, getting your license was a rite of passage. Today, a lot of teens delay it or skip it entirely. Between rideshare apps, delivery services, and remote work, the need for personal transportation isn't what it used to be. Urban living also plays a role. If you grew up in a city, you might not even need a car. Public transit or Uber covers it. Compare that to small towns decades ago where the car was your lifeline. There's also competition for attention. Back in the day, your options were pretty much hang out with friends, go to the movies, or mess with your car. And now you've got video games, streaming, social media, endless digital entertainment at your fingertips. Why freeze outside under a car when you can join a Discord call and play Forza on the couch? Cars also don't symbolize freedom the same way. To a lot of younger people, they're just expensive stress machines. Instead of joy, they see monthly payments, parking tickets, and insurance bills. Here's where it gets interesting. The internet both saved car culture and weakened it. On one hand, online communities are incredible. Forums, YouTube builds, Instagram pages, they connect enthusiasts across the world. You can share knowledge, find rare parts, and show off your car to thousands of people instantly. But on the flip side, it replaced the local community. People spend more time filming TikToks of their cars than actually driving them. Meets turn into photo ops instead of hangouts, and clout chasing creates this toxic environment where your car isn't good enough unless it's dumped, wrapped, turbocharged, or built with thousands of dollars. That turns away beginners who just want to get started. So the internet connected enthusiasts globally, but it hollowed out the neighborhood level culture where it all started. Now here's the twist: is car culture actually dying, or is it transforming? EVs are certainly shaking things up. Sure, they don't sound the same, but they open new doors for performance. Instant torque, crazy acceleration, and yes, people are already modding Teslas. A future where enthusiasts tinker with battery swaps and software tuning isn't that far-fetched. Sim racing is another bridge. Games like iRacing, Forza, and Assetto Corsa bring people into the car culture virtually, and a lot of sim racers end up wanting the real thing. And while big meets might be dying, smaller, tighter communities are thriving. Drift events, track days, autocross, those are not going away. They might not fill Walmart parking lots anymore, but the passion is still there, it's just more concentrated. Globalization also matters. The internet didn't just dilute culture, it spread it. JDM culture in America, muscle cars in Japan, European stance builds in the States. The cross-pollination of styles might not look like the old days, but it's a new kind of car culture. So is car culture dying? In some ways, yes. The accessibility, the freedom, the massive parking lot meets of the past, those aren't coming back. Rising costs, regulations, and shifting priorities means it'll never look like the golden age again. But dying isn't the same as dead. Car culture is evolving. It's smaller, more niche, and maybe less visible, but the passion hasn't gone anywhere. Whether it's a guy wrenching on a 90s Civic, a kid building a sim rig, or someone preparing an EV for a track day, the spark is still alive. The truth is, car culture never fully dies, it just changes with the times. The real question is, will you be part of keeping it alive? Thank you guys so much for watching, I appreciate you all. Peace.